Joys of technology. See this little thing? I forgot it in my stupid phone. So I just did a 7.5 minute video explaining where I'm at. But when this is in, there's no sound unless you have the mic turned on. And I didn't have the mic on because I'm not wearing the mic. So anyways, now I'll do this again. So I'll show you where I'm at. This is what I got done so far. I just kind of lightly went over it with some primer. Once I do the other side, it's going to look basically the same. And if there's anything left over, I'll mist it some more. But anyways, what I was explaining in the first video is this side here I rushed. And I kind of regretting it now because down on the bottom of the rocker here, right along the taps, you can't see it, but it's a little bit lumpy and clumpy. But right here, I forgot to take this sticker off in this corner, and the paint or the primer showed all the cracks. So I gotta refreshen all that again. But that's the thing, it's a process. When you do all your sanding, you can't tell how good your work is. So then when you mist it with some primer, then the primer will show you where you're at. So I knew I was gonna have some issues, but I'll show you another spot here too. Kind of frustrating. I don't have any more materials to be buying anymore. So I'll show you what I got. This corner turned out very clumpy and lumpy. It looked really good out in the front driveway, but out here, not so much. So I gotta go over all that again. I knew I would because like I said, the primer shows all your flaws, right? So it kind of goes in stages. So I'm gonna have to hit it up again. And what I was explaining in the first video is we in Canada here, I imagine Americans do too. But anytime you got a raunchy looking bottom like that, the quickest and easiest way is to rock guard it. So, you never know. Along the running boards there, I might rock guard it. And along the bottom here at the back of the tire here. So, rock guard it right across here. And that will make it look so much better. And then when I paint over it, you'll never know. As far as up higher, right there, I'm gonna have to go over that again. It's sad because on the other side, it's funny, I explained all this for 7 minutes and then I had to redo it. So there's where I got going on in the back here. But this side here turned out really nice. It's I like it. So I hit it with some primer on the copper stripes. So what I was explaining on the first video is I'm just putting gray on top of the copper stripes because the white paint will cover over better on the light gray than it would be with the brown copper. So I didn't get a whole lot done today because I never got started until 3 o'clock this afternoon. Had a lot of running around to do. And but anyways, that's where I'm at for today. Didn't get a whole lot accomplished, but I did get a reasonable amount. I'm not frustrated by any means. It is what it is. So I'll show you what's going on up here at the front. I had all of my marker lights off a few minutes ago. I just put them back on so that I don't get mice or anything climbing in my fenders. Not that they probably could get up that high, but those mice, you never know. So I got the headlight bezels off. This pan here is all the screws are out. I'm going to be taking off and painting this separately on like a piece of I don't know, cardboard or something like that. So I'm just gonna paint that and put it back on and tomorrow I got to focus on the driver's side again, get that rear quarter looking better before I go any further. So shade, I should just open my side door, climb on my bed, and just have a nap right here in the shade. But anyways, so everybody, we'll talk to you tomorrow. I gotta go. I'm really tired. I'm really sore. And the things I get myself into. But like I explained on the first video, I left it not really too long, but long enough. But it's just, I knew what I was gonna deal with. This is a lot of territory. These vans are a lot of territory. And you know how it goes. You fix an area. Oh, there's another spot. You fix that spot, you move along. Oh, there's another spot, and it just never stops. But again, no matter what I do or how rough it might look in the end, it's still gonna look better than it did. And I can't say any more than that, other than it's been 6.5 minutes. So this one's gonna be a minute shorter, and hopefully with sound. Talk to you later. Good morning, everyone. This is Wild West Van Life. It's early morning. I came out to see my progress. So last night I ended the video with me. I had put all my marker lights back on and stuff, just because, it's in the backyard with long grass, and I didn't want mice or anything climbing in my van, and then I had supper, and I don't know, I just for some reason thought, you know what, maybe I'll go out and spray the top half of the van and get that much out of the way. It was starting to get dark. Well, let's just put it this way. That was a really bad decision. Because not only did it not go well, and I'll show you why, but I made a mess. See, spraying in the dark wasn't completely dark, but it was dark enough. And I just thought, well, I'll do down the top half, and then the next day I'll tape off everything else and do the bottom half. Well, I should have left it alone. I should have just waited. I got impatient, and you're probably all gonna want to put comments on this shady work, because I should have left it alone. I should have just waited till the next day. So now for the embarrassment, fixing all my mistakes. So I'm gonna turn around and show you what I got going on here. So it's hard to see because the van's in the shade here, but paint all over my tire, sprinkles all over my running boards, which is nothing. I was planning on retaping my grip tape anyways, and I'll just take a wire wheel to the running board so I can clean that up. The tire, whatever, same thing. I can scratch all that off. But this is where it went terrible. As I was painting, the can started spitting and spitting, and look at what it did to this tail light right on the corner. Last night I thought it wasn't that bad, but today in the daylight, now I gotta wet sand this whole corner. And the other thing I did stupidly was I put the marker lights back on, forgot about it, and so I got a mist to spray on some of them. I haven't been to the other side yet. I'm a little nervous to look, but I'm gonna zoom out here a little bit. So that really sucks, but Let's get over here. This side, it's hard to tell. You can't really see because the reflections off the sheds and everything like that. But same thing. I missed it over top of this tail light or marker light. Up front here, same issue. Got some mist on my tires and my running boards and my brand new sparkly lights. So, and it looks like I was never taped off my awning, so I got a mist spray over that. Like, I'm even embarrassed to show this that I did this, but hey, it's content, I guess, right? Dave's screw ups. But all in all, the coverage was decent enough. I'm just disappointed with me. I should have just waited, but I didn't. So let's go see how bad the front is. So I missed it over that pan. It's not even bolted down. So I got a little bit of mist on my visor. I got mist on my. Oh, I tell you, I'm so frustrated right now with myself. I should have just went to bed and left it alone, but I didn't. So now I got to fix all my mistakes. So what I was planning on doing today is now not going to happen because I got a lot of fixing and I tell you. So go ahead and laugh, people. This is what happens when you get tired and sore and anxious. I just wanted to get some paint on, right? And I should have just left it alone. And it was dark enough where I knew I was guessing where I was spraying. I didn't think it was that bad. Like, I knew I'd had the odd little drip or something like that because those big cans are just, they like to spitter sometimes. Well, it's spittered a lot because now I got a lot of fixing to do. So we'll catch you after a bit once I assess more of my damages and see what I got to do. So today is probably going to be a lot of wet sanding. Fix that left rear quarter, and I'm just going to mask off the run boards for now. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to clean that up later, but I tell you, this is actually embarrassing. But anyways, don't beat myself up too bad, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying, but all my tape's coming off. Of course, I woke up to moisture, so the whole roof is all moist. So, which is good. I ain't going to be able to do any. I thought I was going to get up today and do some immediate spraying. But the more I walk around this, the more I'm seeing what I have to fix up, and there's enough. So I'm going to let you go here. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Anyways, I wanted to make work for myself, I guess. Welcome back to Wild West Van Life. This old dog's going to need a massive power nap after all this. So anyways, I didn't, as usual, video the process. I'm like bagged out big time. Hold on. So I just had to keep on going because after my bad decision last night spraying in the dark, I have a lot of overspray areas I got to attend to now, which is not too bad, but still, I know better. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys what I have. Now, this is not a perfect professional job. Feel free to make fun if you want, but I'd rather you not. But if you do, just be gentle. So here we go, everybody. This is my new look. Looks pretty darn good to me for a backyard paint job. So I got a bunch of stuff I got to do to it now. Like I said, I got some overspray on the windshield because I papered it off, but you can't really see it. Right in the center at the top, there's overspray. So, and I got a little bit here and there in the chrome, which would be nothing to take off. Car wax is good for taking off overspray. As far as my tires go, a wire brush on a drill is how I'm going to get that. So I got a little bit overspray on a few spots of my tires, a little bit overspray on my runners, but I'm not too worried about that. But anyways, I'll step back here a little bit so you can see what's going on. What do you think, everyone? My 1979 G20 conversion van is now white. I like it a lot. Part of me doesn't know what to do. It's a lot of work doing stripes, but you never know. Thing is, I do have a few runs in it. So in the sunlight in areas, some people will probably see it. I don't know. But you need a pair of sunglasses to look at the darn thing. She's freaking white. So the back door, even though it's dented and all that, it doesn't look too bad. Part of me wishes I would have took the door skin off and see if I could pound it out a little bit better, but I did that before, and it seems like whenever you do it, then somebody just comes right along and messes it up. So that is my backyard rattle can paint job. So I don't know what all you think about it, but this bottom corner that I was worried about is not too bad. It's hard to see right here in the shade, but like I said, I want to get it protected for this winter, so I can fine tune everything if I want next spring and go over it all and just wet sand it, right? Because now that I got a layer on it, I can just wet sand the heck out of it and mist it again, right? So, or do my stripes or whatever I know. All I know is what right in here, this when it was that, I don't know, flat beige color in between the copper stripes, I don't know if they used house paint or what, but the metal paint kind of made it crackle a little bit. I don't know if you can see all that. But anyways, I don't care. Like I said, sooner or later, that center is going to be another color. It'll hide all that. And like I said, once I wet sand it. So I got one terrible run right here. But again, for a rattle can paint job, what do you expect, right? So now I got to just clean up the windows all the way around. Go over the chrome bumpers, and the good news is, like, there's not much to touch up. Like, I got a little bit of white there, and just a little couple flakes here, and a little bit there, a little bit there, you know. But that'll all come off really easy. A Scotch pad will do that. As far as my little triangle windows, I try to do what I can, but when it's missing a bunch of rubbers, it's hard. So I can touch all that up. I'm not worried about it. But at the end of the day, like I said, hey, you want perfection? Go to a body shop. So anyways, everybody, I'm gonna cut it here. So thanks for anybody that's watched my process. I'm just happy it's over because my shoulder blades, in the center of my shoulder blades, is hurting like a lot, and my lower back is killing me, and my shoulders, the top of my shoulders, just everything is sore as heck. But I'm 57 years old with a lot of health problems and body problems, so what do you expect, right? But I'll tell you, like from standing away, she don't look too bad. Don't look too bad. Like I said, I got overspray. I got a touch up here with some black on top of that mud flap, or not. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not looking for a showroom condition vehicle. I'm just looking for something that looks better than it did, and cleaner looking. So that old those turbo can spray paints are pretty good, except for they're expensive. Like I said, I bought it at the cheapest place I could find, was $30 a can. Well, I ran out yesterday, had to go get some more, which the next place sold them for $40 each. And then I had to go to Canadian Tire today to get two more, or not Canadian Tire, yeah, Canadian Tire, to get two more to finish the other side. So all in all, it took 6 turbo cans of the tall ones and 2 miniature small cans, because I used the small cans to get down underneath this edge of above the running boards. The turbo cans are they're so tall that you're just dragging them on the ground trying to do underneath. So I just picked up a couple small cans for that part. But again, the small cans, $18 each. It's like makes you want to cry. So all in all, say what you want, but that there is a $400 paint job. That's sandpapers, body fills, and a couple rolls of masking tape, and then a bunch of rattle cans. So $400, and she looks like a totally another rig. My son's gonna come around the corner when he first comes home and sees this big white thing. He's gonna be like, "What the heck?" I don't know. I keep walking around. I keep admiring it. So that's the end of this paint job video. We'll see you soon. So please like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you that went through the torture to watch all these little videos, I love you. Like, I mean it to the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you guys. So thank you for sticking around. I haven't been losing any subscribers lately. I haven't been gaining any. I've gained a few, probably about 5 to 10 in the last month and a half. But again, I'm far off the target that I need to, possibly get paid for this much work. Like, a lot of people don't understand. It costs a lot of money to go out and make content to try to get monetized. And when you just don't got it, it's hard to get any content. So I'm thankful for the content that I have been able to do. Most of it's been drama, but at the end of the day, I love the old van. Like I said, it hasn't completely quit yet. It gave me a few scares, and I'll tell you, it's it needs a professional to play with this for a couple of days and adjust a bunch of stuff, or even I wish I had the money just to tear the engine apart enough to just redo all the gaskets and have an inspection on everything. It feels firm, it feels strong. It doesn't feel like it needs to be rebuilt or anything like that. There's not a lot of miles on it, but like I said, I do have a coolant issue. Ever since I put that Blue Devil to it, the tailpipe's cleaned right up. Like, I don't see anything when I'm starting the van. I don't see anything coming out now. I used to get a lot of smoke coming out of it for the first few minutes, and now I don't see anything. So the cheapest stuff that I bought turned out to work. I apologize. I'm not doing a very good job with holding this microphone. I'm so excited about this van. I wasn't watching what I was doing. So anyways, like I said, the engine's doing better. The transmission seems pretty decent. I don't know how long. I got a couple symptoms, but I dropped the oils and put a new filter and oil in it, and it definitely helped. It's not slipping or anything like that, but it's got like a, I don't know how to explain it. It's got like a shimmy when I'm taking off, but I've never took the rear end cover off and checked those fluids. Who knows what that looks like? So that's one of my projects. One of these days, I want to get some rear end oil and tear that sucker apart, clean it all up, and have a good look at everything and just put new fluids in it. Regardless, it needs it regardless. So for those of you, please tell me some opinions of what you think of the van. I would really appreciate it. So take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.